Good slide, the APFA retirement webinar. This is the first of a two-part section about what else you need to research as you're planning your retirement. A little bit of housekeeping. This webinar is current as of April of 2018, and if you haven't already done so, please download the most recent version of the Good Slide retirement handout that you'll find on the retirement page of the APFA website so that you can follow along with this portion of the presentation. And if you have any questions, just shoot us an email at retirement@apfa.org. We're going to talk about a couple of things in this first part. We're going to talk about life events, optional insurance, dental insurance, and flexible spending. And when we're talking about life events, it's important to remember that your retirement is going to be your spouse or your partner's life event. And so they're going to have 30 days from the date that you retire to file a life event with their employer to add you to their insurance. If they don't do it within 30 days, they've missed the window and they're going to have to wait until their company's fall enrollment to add you for their insurance in the new year. And if you're married to another American Airlines employee, remember that when you switch to their insurance, your deductibles and your out-of-pocket maximums will reset to zero. So if you are someone who has used your deductible and are well into your out-of-pocket max, and you know that you're going to have some other medical things to attend to, you may want to do the math, and it may behoove you to elect the COBRA option at least through the end of the year and wait to go on your spouse's insurance at the beginning of the new year when everyone's deductibles reset to zero. Again, you'll have to do the math and see what works best for you. And we'll talk about COBRA in the second section of what else you need to research. Optional insurance is going to vary. These are things that you sign up for during fall enrollment. It includes Hyatt Legal, long-term care policies, MetLife Home and Auto, pet insurance. If you've signed up for these and you're planning to retire and would like to continue the coverage, you're going to have to reach out to these providers directly and let them know that you'd like to continue the coverage. Since you're not going to be paying the premiums through payroll deduction, you'll need to sign up for an alternative billing method. Most people either have a credit card on file or they have the money direct debited from their checking accounts. You'll find the contact information for all of these vendors in the back of the Good Slide retirement handout. Your employee life insurance and accident insurance coverage will end when you retire. You do have the option of porting or converting it into a private policy within 30 days of your retirement. And it does not require a physical exam to qualify. You'll contact MetLife for the life insurance portion. You'll contact the Life Insurance Company of North America for the accidental death and dismemberment and the voluntary personal accident insurance. And you'll find their contact info in the back of the handout. Why would somebody choose to do this? Well, probably somebody who knows they're not going to live much longer. We'll give you an example. I had a friend who was terminally ill, and when she retired, she only had a few months to live, and they needed life insurance, but because of her cancer diagnosis, she was never going to be able to go out and buy private insurance on her own. So that she and her husband opted to port and convert her life insurance policy through MetLife, and when she passed away 2 months later, they got the full value of the life insurance. Now, the monthly premiums were super high, but they knew it was only going to be for a limited amount of time as her life expectancy was very, very short. Most people that are retiring are relatively healthy, and if life insurance is going to be part of your financial strategy, you're most likely going to do better shopping for life insurance on your own in the private market. However, if you're someone whose health isn't going to permit you to buy life insurance, this is definitely an option for you. And long-term disability and short-term disability coverage will end when you retire as far as paying for the coverage. However, if you're receiving a claim that was initiated prior to your retirement, those claims will continue for the duration of benefit that you've been approved for, provided that you supply the requested documentation to substantiate your disability. Dental insurance. Yikes. American does offer a retiree dental insurance plan through MetLife. It's zip code rated, so it's real high dollar, low benefit. We had a retirement rep in New York who called and said, "Hey, I'm interested in your MetLife retiree dental," and they said, "We will gladly sell you this dental insurance because of where you live. We will sell you $1,000 worth of dental insurance for $675 a year," which is just ridiculous. Nobody wants to insure old people's teeth. The credit union does offer a dental club. It's through the Benefit Services of America, and you'll find their contact information in the back of the Good Slide handout. They offer a discount on services such as cleanings and dental procedures, provided that you go to dentists that are part of that network. You You could also be a guinea pig and go to dental school. And don't laugh about this, but we've had more people tell us at our seminars that this is an option that they're utilizing for their parents who are on Medicare. But what they do is they go to these dental schools where student hygienists do the cleaning under the supervision of licensed instructors. And they said that in most cases, their parents are getting a much better cleaning than they do at their own dentist. And the good news is the bleeding stops after a couple of days. Now, most traditional Medicare plans do not offer dental coverage. However, you will find that some Medigap and some Part C Advantage plans do have dental writers available to kind of sweeten the deal to get you to sign up for their plans. And that'll just be something that you need to research when you do shop for Medicare. And we'll be talking about Medicare in the next section. Now, when it comes to flex spending, there's a little trick that we're going to tell you about. It's going to require some planning on your part. What'll happen is in the fall, you'll make your flex spending election for the new year. And you know with flex spending, however much money you elect is prorated and deducted out of your paychecks over the next calendar year. Well, there's a way to kind of cheat the system. And you'll be faced with one or two different scenarios when electing flex spending. The first is when you put in more money than you used. And this means that by the time you retired, you still have a positive balance in your flex spending. And this is not what you want to happen. You need to use it or lose it. What you want to happen is what's called the negative balance. We'll give you an example. You elect the $2,500 in the fall. Come January 1, you go ahead and you start spending that money. You go ahead and get hearing aids. You get your bunion surgery. I don't think it's possible for a female flight attendant to retire without her bunion surgery. You spend that $2,500. You retire at the end of January. You've only had 2 paychecks to pay back this $2,500 because, again, it's prorated over the course of the year. You have this huge negative balance. The great thing about this is that American Airlines does not come after you for the remaining amount of money. And nobody believes us because, again, we work for American Airlines. This is a company that's going to take your $20 change fund out of your final paycheck. But they do not come after you for this negative balance on your flex spending. Now, this benefit's value is going to be better for people who are retiring early in the year. Obviously, the longer in the year you go before you retire, the more flex spending money you've paid back over your paychecks, so there's less value in it. But if you're thinking about retiring early in the year, this is certainly a way to kind of enhance your retirement. Think of it as part 2 of your retirement gift. Any questions? Just let us know.